From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period today through basically next Wednesday through the 27th of April. This briefing is going to be unusually short because guess what? We have some nice weather right through most of this briefing period. If you're wondering, well, what if any hazards are there going to be? Well, I think actually the hazard we're most likely to encounter is hot temperatures. Believe it or not, this year's first 90-degree day will probably occur on Monday, maybe even Sunday, like near the South Carolina border, but definitely by Monday, places like Fayetteville, Rockingham, Clinton will probably get up to around 90. And obviously, folks who do outdoor work, obviously we're not acclimated yet. There could be some concerns there. So, while 90 degrees itself isn't, scorching hot, I mean, it's hot for a lot of us. It's certainly worth paying extra attention to and taking extra precautions during the early part of the hot season. Now, what's given us this nice weather? Well, we've got high pressure over us today. Now, I will point out on Friday night, there will be a backdoor cold front that slips through, but all in all, that front is not going to produce any weather at all. It's going to come through dry. The air mass behind it, this front right here that I'm circling on the map, that front's going to come through dry with really no notable weather and really not much of an air mass change behind it. And then high pressure will slip off to our east on Monday, and that'll really get the temperatures going. Looks like our next front finally will come through sometime during this front right here will come through during the middle of next week. And that will probably give us our next chance for some rain. And the models right now are showing that weather system to move through not particularly wet. So kind of a drier frontal passage as well. So look at this. This is accumulated precip forecast through basically the next 5 days. Dry today, dry Friday, dry Saturday, dry Sunday, dry Monday. So no rain for the 5-day total. And that's honestly probably a bit unfortunate for areas east of I-95 that are still dealing with drought. And I'll show you the drought situation here in a minute. No flash flood risks the next 3 days. No severe thunderstorms concerns for the next couple days. No, not even any thunderstorms, period, next couple days. And then looking further down the road, a little bit on the cooler side and dry is kind of the longer range 8 to 14 day outlook. Actually, I'll take that. Cool and dry, is you think about this time of year, when temperatures, normal high temperatures are, getting up into the upper 70s, lower 80s, a little bit cooler than that wouldn't be too bad, right? Around 70 or so. I don't know. We'll see how that's still 8 to 14 days away. We'll see how that plays out. But unfortunately, as I pointed out in the drought monitor, areas east of I-95 are still struggling a bit. Severe drought, D2 is noted there from basically east of Fayetteville over toward Clinton, Goldsboro, Duplin County up toward Pitt County and Greenville area. So anyway, those areas could use some rain, but unfortunately, I don't have any good news in the next 7-day forecast for any relief of this, unfortunately. All right. So that kind of wraps up our briefing here for Thursday. Like I said, nice and quick. High pressure will remain in control of our weather through early next week, resulting in dry weather with the warming trend, and the next chance for rain will come during the middle of next week when the next cold front moves through the area. There will be a backdoor cold front Friday night, as I pointed out, but that's really not going to be any concern. It's not going to cause any rain or anything like that. And then the main hazard, if you could call it a hazard, is a 90-degree day will be Monday for a lot of central North Carolina, particularly south of Highway 64. And why I listed that in the hazards, again, just to reiterate, because early in the heat season, people are less used to the heat and therefore experience heat symptoms, overheating symptoms much more quickly than they would, say, in the middle of the summer or late summer. So that early onset, heat can be a concern, and just definitely something to take note of and play it on if you're outside early next week. Drink lots of water, okay? All right, so that wraps it up for this Thursday's weekly briefing for Central North Carolina.